Okay. Welcome everybody. If it's your first time, my name is Jessica Villarreal. I'm a foreign architect, and I'm in the process to get my license in U.S., specific in Florida state. And today I have a special guest, and Mazen. Mazen, please introduce yourself. You will do better than I do, and tell us about yourself.
Hello, Jessica. Thank you for this nice introduction. Yeah, my name is Mazen Abdelhamid. I'm originally from Egypt. I was born and raised in Port Said city by the Mediterranean Sea. I finished my education, architecture education in 2007 from Suez Canal University. Faculty of Engineering, Architecture, and Urban Planning department. I moved to the US in 2014, and yeah, I started my license journey right after I moved to here, but it was really not easy because I didn't really have enough information on the past, like where I need to start from and what should I do. But now, yeah, finally, after like I don't know how many years I've been here for about 10 years. Yeah, I have my license in 3 states: DC, Virginia, Maryland, and I started my own business. And yeah, I feel like everything is going well. I think this.
I think you cover a little bit of the future question, but it's okay. Thank you for sharing with us. And again, the goal of this video is to connect with other people, other foreign architects that they are planning to get the license. And for some reason, they seems to see this too difficult. And I've been there, and I'm in that process, and it's very overwhelming, and also is so much money involved that we are like, you know what, maybe later, and everybody have a different experience and story, and that's why Mazen is here with us too. So the next question is, what or who inspired you to become an architect?
Um, like since I was young, my parents noticed that like I was talented on painting and drawing, and also like as Egyptian, I was like fascinating by like ancient Egyptian like pharaonic like, temples and all the heritage pharaohs have left in Egypt. And also I was like coloring and designs. Like I feel like I have that sense of design since I was young. And yeah, that yeah led me to conclude that like I want to study architecture and became an architect.
The next question is career experience. So you talk a little bit of the education. You went to Egypt, and the Faculty of Engineering, Architecture, and Urban Planning. Um, Let me ask you this: it's not part of the response you give to us, but it was part of the process to the transcript here. They accept your transcript of your studies in Egypt here. How was the process?
Yes, I just yeah, as you mentioned, like I my like when you mentioned like faculty of engineering, like over the system in Egypt is a little bit different than the system here. Like architecture for most part in Egypt is part of engineering. It's like an engineer. It's a department in engineering school. It's not like a separate school like here in the U.S. So it was a little bit like difficult for NCARB or ESA at that time to understand that like my my graduation from engineering school, but it's architectural department. So license was not really clear because like my education is from my degree from engineering school, while here engineering is engineers. It's like professional engineering is different than architects. Pass. There's two different like subjects. But yeah, I have to bring all, like I have to contact with the school in Egypt, give me the description for all the courses I have taken, and also gives them the transcript, shows all the details, like how many credit hour I have for each course. And when they put them in evaluation, this was like almost equivalent to what the accredited schools here in the US provide. And I was just need to get to a few credits. I don't remember how many, but it was just like something small for two courses I need to take. One was English because, of course, my program in Egypt was in Arabic, not in English. So I need to get a course in English. It's just for them to make sure like I understand, and also those are one for professional practice because the practice is a little bit different, like how to firm, I mean, structure a firm here in the US from like legal standpoint and taxes and all this aspect is different than Egypt. That's why this was the only two subjects they asked me to take to make sure to be equivalent to the course here in the US.
Right. Okay. Yeah. And it's understandable, right? What they try to do is to make sure you cover the areas in here in US, and I'm in the process also for the transcript. And I'm reading a little bit here that you established your NCARB account in 2015, right? So that's mean you are in the process and you start as a foreign architect, but also you say like you were not aware of the path. Tell us about what you did first, but because also it was confused for me to where I'm going. They usually in the webinars and carbs, yeah, in carbs webinars, they mention like going to link here. Or if you have any question when they do webinars, it's like call us. We can help you. Yeah, we get it, but I feel like everybody have a different situation. Should be very personally. Like, hey, this is the case of Mazen. This is the case of Jessica. It's totally different, even though it's a foreign architect path. Once you get this NCARB account, what you did next, how you start all the enrollment, because I see also that you start the evaluation until 2017. So what happened in 2 years, 2015, 2017, what it took it so long to get the evaluation? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So yeah, when I moved, I didn't really know, like, and I don't want to just get out of the topic of our interview or conversation, but I felt for certain point I might just like do something different than architecture because I couldn't really know how to work as an architect or how to be an architect here in the US. When I met people, architects, like most of them are local or like American. They have American education, study here, so they don't really do anything once they graduated from school. They just need to do AXP, the hours, and then go take the exam. But for me, like I didn't know where should I go. Like so, someone told me, okay, you need to get you need to have an NCARB, like account or membership or something. So I did establish this NCARB, and then I was looking how to take the exam. So I found out that there's something called like AXP or APX, I forget. Like the hours, like you need to take, it's like a 3,000 something hours. Then I said, okay, I need to finish these hours and then see what I need to do after. That's why, like, these 2 years, I was like finishing the hours. But I didn't know, like, I think my problem is I don't ask enough, or I should ask more. So I didn't really ask. I like, take a piece of information and I try to, like, just work on it by myself until I found out there is something was wrong or there's some other like passes or some other options they could have taken, but I didn't know at the beginning. So, for example, like when I started NCAR, they said, okay, you need to take these two. Sorry, you need to take the hours. So I started like collecting hours, asking my supervisor to approve my hours. Then by the time, actually for these 2 years, I was not just like only taking the hours or counting the hours. I was like working on getting the ESA evaluation. So ESA evaluation took a long time for me because I need to bring all this information from Egypt. Like they need to send me like the book of like the description for all courses in the engineering school. Like it's not only architecture, like everything, all courses they provide. And each course of this, like how many credit hour count, what the description for the course, and I have to get this kind of like sealed envelope from the school in Egypt to ESA straight, which is system over there is not like easy. Like here, you can just send an email to school, said, "Oh, please just send this to this person," and they will send it. No, I have to send someone in person to go there, and it gives them hard time. Actually, it was my mom. She's the one who went to school to try to like talk with dean first, or and then the head of the architecture department, try to like get these documents. It took a lot of time, and also get the transcript and translate it. Oh, another thing was the translation. Like I need to translate all the document from Arabic to English, and then once they get it here, they start doing their evaluation, which is taking another like I don't know, a few months. So this during these 2 years, it was in process. I'm kind of like knocking all doors, try to get some from Egypt, try to like contact with Isa here, what they need exactly. And then once I found out I need to take these two courses, I started to look for like which school I can go take like this non-credit, like non, it's not non-credit, what's called like non-degree courses.
Credentials.
No, it's not credential. I need to take courses in a university, but not for a degree.
Oh.
It's like non-degree
Ah,
course or something. You just apply to take
got it.
only 2 courses, not
Got
a
it.
full degree, and not a certificate either. Just instead, I went to Virginia Tech. I applied for these 2 courses, and then like very short time before I should start the course, I don't know, like I asked someone on Incorp, or I did see something when I was looking on Incorp that there's something called foreign architect pass. Actually, what I was doing, the evaluation, this is not really the foreign architect pass. Foreign architect pass means you are already an architect, like licensed architect in your country or in different country, and you just need to transfer your license to here. In this case, you don't need to do ESA evaluation. You can just get this. This will be based on your foreign license, not based on your education. Like if you're
So you
already
don't,
licensed,
sorry to interrupt, you didn't have license in your country yet.
I have.
You
That's
have.
why this what I didn't know if I can take this process
Oh,
as
I
a
see.
foreign architect. I don't really need to bring the transcript from the school. I didn't need to get all the description. I didn't need to pay. The evaluation cost about 3,000 itself. So if I
Oh,
know
no,
that,
it's 2,500 now.
I don't know,
the-
or maybe it was 2,500. I don't remember, but it was
It's a
like
lot, yeah.
around this number, just like a long time ago. So around this number, like if I know that I can go to like foreign architect pass based on my license in Egypt, and I have another license from Saudi Arabia because I was working there before I moved to the US. I could have just went to this pass straight and saved myself time and money. So here's there's 2 passes for who has a degree from foreign country but has no license in this country. You need to do ESA and do this evaluation and get your transcript and courses description, and you need to evaluate your credit hours to make sure you are equivalent to what degrees from the US offered or provided. But the other pass, if you have a license in any other country, it doesn't need to be your home country. Like it can be any country. You can, based on this license, you need to apply for the foreign architect pass straight, and you will be eligible to take the exams, but you still need to do the hours, like AXP hours. I hope this was clear.
Right, no, right. Yeah, I'm in the similar path, and also you mentioned about $3,000. By right now, the evaluation costs $25,000.
Sorry,
Sorry, 2,500.
Oh, okay, 25,000. Nobody will do
2,500.
it. That's too much.
But and let me ask you, do you have an idea how much you cost, how much you pay for translate documents? Do you have
This
an
may
idea?
vary between countries, but if you have a document in Egypt and not translated to English, I don't remember.
So you did in Egypt, all the
Yes,
translation, it was from
yes,
Egypt, and it was certificate translations.
yes, yes.
Okay, but because they are very
And
clear.
yeah, and some other documents like the school can issue it in English straight, so it doesn't need any translation. But some
Okay.
documents need, and some were actually in English straight. Like I requested to be in English.
Yeah. You were surprised about the $30,000, and I get a code for a translation company here in US to translate the description for my classes, $36,000.
Wow.
$36,000. It was 240 pages, but I didn't, cut the documents because I don't know how much ISA need to review, and I have to reach out ISA and say, hey, listen, I have a call of $36,000. Better to back to school with that money.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what exactly you need so I can put the document
I think
low
in
still?
your case, like from Spanish, I think they might have some Spanish speaker people or some people
Right?
who know Spanish very well can see
That's
it and evaluate it. Like you don't need to give it to only like English speaker person.
that's what I
But for me, for
thought.
my case, like Arabic, I don't think there's too many people speaking Arabic here, but Spanish, like at least one person would know Spanish in any
Yeah.
company or any office. Yeah.
Exactly. It's a really common language that I was thinking that you pay $25,000, it will cover a little bit of translation in there. No, at all. You have to put everything in. It need to be a certificate, but by a company.